Ramanujan, and with me I have Kotil English. We welcome everyone to the induction briefing. Now, before we dive into the details of the induction process, let us help you understand what DC is all about. Designers Consortium was established in the year of 2015 as the official technical product design and innovation club of NIT Trichy, with the tagline of Defy the odds, design the finest, and deliver the best. And since then, we've done exactly just that, taking the club to new heights. We are a team of 40 plus talented, like minded but diverse people who tackle real world problems by conceptualizing them and developing a product as a solution that would cater to a specific target audience. We are proud of having 50 plus projects in our portfolio and have several accolades from various competitions conducted inside and outside our college. We have expertise in fields not limited to CAD modeling and simulations, but also ergonomics, mechatronics, automation, and machine learning. And we've also never been shy to learn new things, and we'll continue to explore newer fields. So I'll give it to Koti.
So let me give you a glimpse of the projects we did last year. It was yet another wonderful year for DC, participating in competitions, bagging prizes, and exploring new fields. We started off with a banger in Transformative, the technical hackathon of NIT Trichy. Here, we applied our expertise at CAD modeling, electronics, and prototyping to solve the problems we faced every day at NIT Trichy. So these are the products we came up with. Klepla is a device that removes food leftovers from mess plates and stacks them in order. The Force is a cleaning device that helps maintain hygiene levels of toilets. Bolts of Duty is a landscaping device that clips off the excess grass growing at open spaces in our campus. Then we moved on to Shastra, which is the tech fest of IIT Madras. Our biomechanic device SARV is a search and rescue robot for earthquakes. Through it, we explored the field of soft robotics. And Pipescope. It is a bio-inspired pipeline inspection device we made for the Biognosis Challenge. And also this time, we newly ventured into making hovercrafts and came up with two teams, namely Trichy Drifters and Game Hover. Coming back to our college tech fest, that is Pragyan, we worked on three more products. We made wheelies. It addresses the problem of pressure source in wheelchair patients. It basically uses an array of pressure sensors to detect areas of pressure source and uses the data to actuate the air cushion cells at the appropriate places. Talking about Cosmic Cloud, it is a space tech project. Human colonization of Mars being imminent, building shelters that protects from harmful conditions there is vital. Ours is a wall traversing robot that autonomously extrudes structures in Mars using additive manufacturing. In the environment domain, we made Recycle. It is a solution to waste management. Here, we devised an automatic recycling unit that could convert waste into 3D printable filaments, basically creating value out of waste. Moving on to the accolades achieved last year, in Transfinite, we secured the first and fourth position in the hardware domain. At the Biognosis event held at IIT Madras as a part of Shastra, we achieved an impressive second place. Additionally, in Pragyan Hardware Hackathon, that is Sangam, we were placed second in energy and healthcare domains. Talking about the publications and patents, current fourth years in the club published 3 of their projects in the IEEE journal. Last but not the least, Team Zephyr from Passed Out Batch attained a patent under the Indian Patents Act in 2022, a feat that no other club has achieved till date. DC continues to shine as a club that produces exceptional design talent, constantly pushing the boundaries of innovation and creativity. Now, let's talk more about our work culture.
So we collectively work in two domains, namely Stream 1 and Stream 2. For Stream 1, the major contributions of these members are in the fields of mechanics, manufacturing, materials, design, and includes minor contributions in the elements of the circuital domain. We make precise 3D models in softwares like SolidWorks, Blender, AutoCAD, and carry out the necessary simulations in the ANSYS workbench. We bring those models live using the various manufacturing tools at our lab. Similarly, for Stream 2, the major contributions of its members are in the areas of electrical, electronics, coding, and algorithms. We also sail into new expanding areas of machine learning, the Internet of Things, and we also learn how to detect things live through computer vision. Now, whether you choose stream 1 or 2, it is important to understand that both of these streams work together as a single unit. Teamwork and communication is key. Each member of both the streams should have basic knowledge of all the softwares and have minor contributions in the other stream's work. So, moving on to our approach to every problem, our approach includes a basic 5-step process which I'll be discussing briefly. So, starting with the first step, we spend extensive time studying the research papers, patents, articles regarding the problem, which also involves studying of the existing devices. As such, our device will stand unique amongst all of them. And this phase will help us build the proper foundation required for further development of the project. The next step is where we start ideating regarding the solution for the problem. This includes some pretty intense brainstorming sessions where we all sit together as a team and try to come up with some unique ideas based on the knowledge from the background research. And eventually, we come up with the most viable solution. And in the third step, where we will use various modeling softwares to design a product which we ideated in the previous step, and we modify them and make changes if required. In the fourth step, we will be simulating our design device where we will be figuring out practicality and the working of our idea. We will collect various required databases by giving necessary constraints and running it through simulation softwares like ANSYS. And in the last and most interesting step, we will actually be fabricating a device by procuring the necessary components from the shops and assembling it together to bring our idea into reality. So, now let's move on to the ins and outs of the induction process, which I'm sure is the reason why you all are here. So, here's a brief description. Throughout the course of the induction, you will be provided with resources and guidance relevant to our domain. The inductions will be composed of discussions, tasks, and interviews. Mentors will be assigned to the applicants to guide them throughout the induction process. There is no prerequisite knowledge that we expect from the applicants, and in fact, the only requirements for the interview are the concepts that you will learn during the induction routine. During the design tasks, you will gain exposure to the various phases that are essential in product design and development. You will gain a lot of knowledge in various technical domains of engineering and obtain significant software skills over the induction process. So, even if you don't make it into the final inductee list, the knowledge that you gain will definitely be helpful for various courses you will have in the future. So, moving on to the stages in the induction process, you will have to first submit your statement of purpose and then your answers to a questionnaire that we provide, which will be followed by various tasks and interviews. So, your statement of purpose will help us understand what motivates you to join our club. We will be attaching a Google form for the same along with this video. Then there will be one questionnaire for each stream, which will test your overall knowledge in various fields such as physics, mechanisms, sensors and actuators, coding, and your innovative skills. You will then have your first personal interview and a final design task, which will be followed by a second PI. In your PIs, you will be tested on your knowledge of various engineering aspects that you learn throughout the rounds of the inductions. Up until the interviews, you will be assessed for your technical innovative know how to come up with novel ideas to solve problems. And finally, there is the HR round, where we evaluate your ability to function as a team player and solve problems that lie outside the engineering domain. And if you clear the HR round, well, congratulations, you're now officially a part of Designers Consortium.
Well, do you think that's all we do in DC? Come on, we do fun stuff too. These things, they boost our productivity and improve team bonding. We go on amazing trips, making some lifetime of memories. We go to turf, we go on random unplanned treats, fun cricket session, mafia nights, and so on and so on and so on. Follow us to gain engineering knowledge and technical skills that will help you define, design, and deliver products. Do register for the inductions. We wish you all the very best and hope to see you at the induction. So the link is in the description. Do register for it. Now we are open to queries. Do put your questions in the chat box. We'll be happy to answer them.
Hello, guys. Now we are open to questions. You can put up your questions in the chat box. Yeah, so now we will be answering the questions. Lavish, you can go ahead and answer this.
Yes. So what kind of questions will be asked in questionnaire? So just to answer this question, it will be of various aspects. So basically, some basic knowledge, some intriguing questions will be there, which you might also not find over internet directly. You'll have to search a lot. So domains like physics, mechanism, mechanics, design, all that kind of questions will come, and it will test how much deeply or how much intuitively you can think about a given problem statement. So I hope that answers that question.
Um, I'll answer this. So, definitely, you can propose forward your own idea, and DC welcomes new ideas. So, always the new ideas are readily welcomed, and we are ready to work on new ideas.
What are the necessary designing software that should be known in the induction process? Well, as already mentioned in the video also, that there are no prerequisite knowledge required. All the necessary resources will be provided to you by our specific mentors. So it is we will test throughout the induction process. The only thing which will be test is how much determined you are, how much persistent you are. So except that, there are no software requirement, anything. So just join the induction process. You will learn a lot of new things, a lot of new softwares. You will get to know about a lot of new software.
Yeah, there are a lot of design and competition challenges that the club participates in. For example, last year we participated in many competitions, like we participated in IIT Madras's Tech Fest, that is Shastra. We participated in Transformative. and we also participated in the Sangam, where we placed second, as was mentioned during the presentation.
Yeah, and just to add on that point, I would like you all guys to know that DC is not event-oriented club. So whichever events falls in our program, falls in our schedule, we go for them. Like IIT Madras or IIT Madras Tech Fest, like Shastra or Bombay's Tech Fest. So if that falls in our schedule, we definitely go for it. But yeah, majorly our focus is on Sangam and events which falls in our schedule. Yes, Moksh.
Lavish, you
Go.
can go
Go ahead.
forward with this question.
Okay, fine. So, where can we get resources for the induction? So basically, whatever resources which are required for, like, which are required to be given, will be given to you by your mentor itself. So after you join through the induction process, each and every one of you will be allotted one mentor, and that mentor, like, let's say that some SolidWorks files has to be given to you, some like how to install all that videos. So all the necessary resources will be properly given to you. All the information will be properly given to you by a mentor itself. That's not a problem. And whatever else, it will be clearly instructed to you. That's not an issue.
Yes, the club will also assist you in finding internships and job place, not exactly job placements, I would say, but also, it will also assist you. But yeah, like in second year, when you are starting with your preparations for your internships in your fourth summer holidays, they'll obviously help you before to cold mail to how to build your resume and everything. They'll help you with that, and we'll have complete sessions for that.
See, DC, just adding down to Moshe's point, that DC will give you such amount of projects that, and the quality of the projects will be such as that if you know how to frame a particular project, you can go into whichever field. You can get second year internship, third year internship in whichever field you like. So that's how this product designing, the DC Designers Consortium, help you. It gives you proper, good and good quality of projects. And now it's upon you how you represent your project in your resume. And after that, you can easily get any second year intern or third year intern.
Lavish, you can go forward.
Yes. So now the induction registrations have started, and all the further information will be out on our social media handles, and it will be properly delivered to you on your WhatsApp groups also. So stay tuned for that.
Adding to his point, the duration of the inductions cannot be predetermined. It will be based upon how long does it takes for us to conduct the PIs, how long we extend the deadlines, how long it will take for you to submit your uh, questionnaires and all of those stuff. And also, based on the timeline, we can't be sure of how long will it be, but yeah, it can be as long as 1 week for minimum. Talking about CAD softwares, as my colleague Labesh already mentioned, you do not require any prerequisites for the induction process. But yeah, learning some basics about different CAD softwares might be helpful during the induction process, because during your design uh, problem that you'll be given, so it would definitely help you with completing that problem.
Okay, just to answer that, well, there are various aspects. There are various fields of clubs in NIDTC, as you already know. That there are cultural clubs, there are technical clubs, all that clubs. So you can be a part of a technical club and any other kind of club. That is fine. But being a part of two technical clubs will be very hectic for you personally, because during Sangam there will be a lot of workloads, and both the teams and both the clubs will clash during Sangam and all the other events. So being part of two technical clubs is nearly impossible, but definitely you can be a part of one technical club and the other cultural club.
So the link for registration will be shared in your will be shared with your CIAs, and they'll be sharing it to your official class groups for the induction process, as well as it will be shared on our Instagram handle. So do check out our Instagram handles. There you'll be updated about every single step of the induction process, and it will always keep you updated.
Okay. Answering your question, Kodeshwar, uh, can I work in both the streams after getting inducted? So during induction process only, you will have to fill a form. In that, you have to choose whether you want to go for stream one or stream two. So if you are more inclined towards stream one, or that is mechanics, mechanisms, or all that, you can go for stream one. If you are more inclined towards electronics, AI, all those things, then stream two. But as already mentioned in the video, both of them work together. So all of them will have a very basic knowledge of all the softwares, of all the concepts which we will use in our project. It's just the stream two people will be more inclined, will have more workload regarding that particular topic in that aspects of the project. So working in both the streams, it is possible if the situation requires in your project, you can do that. Otherwise, it's like it completely depends upon the type of project and your role in the team.
So changing your stream after getting inducted might not be possible, but yeah, you'll, as my colleague Lavesh already mentioned, you can be simultaneously working in both the streams depending on the requirement of your project and your role in the team. Supposedly, you can also learn about the various things from the other stream, apart from the one that you're in. For example, if you're in the mechanical stream, so you can definitely learn about the things from electronic streams. During our project times, I was from the mechanical stream, but during some of our projects I was learning and working with machine learning and AIML stuff. So yeah, it is always possible, but your role in the team would always be chosen in the form that the stream that you have chosen during the induction process. Yeah, so will work clash with CTs and INSEM? So the work might or might not clash depending on the timeline of your project, but always the meetings for the projects are being set considering the examination schedules of each and every member of the team. The timeline and the schedule of their CTs have always been considered, and during NSIMS we do not consider for any working for any project, because NSIMs are a vital part of your curriculum. And also for the CTs, only 1 or 2 hour meets, and that too even if it's very necessary, if you are in the middle, if you are working through the middle part of your timeline or in the end part of your timeline. So if you are working in that, then definitely like you'll be required to work for 1 or 2 hours, but it always is considered as a vital part, and your CTs are always taken into consideration while scheduling the meets for the projects.
Do you guys publish such every year? So so yeah, definitely. Like we like as we do our projects. So like which like let's say like whatever events we are doing our projects for. So after that event is over, even after that event is over, we don't leave it there. We develop it more. So we get into more research and we write a proper research paper over that and we publish it in international conferences.
Adding to his point, as was mentioned during the presentation, last year in the month of December, one of the teams from our previous batches was granted a patent, and the last year's batch they filed 3 research papers in the international conferences. And yeah, so definitely the teams that worked during this year, the current batch, so they are also working for publishing their research papers. So yeah, it's always considered a good work in the team if you are planning and working on to publish your research papers, and we always promote that. So talking about this, there as such there are not any specific clubs that you cannot join apart from the technical clubs. It completely depends on your time management skills, that whether you are able to manage the time in between the this club's work and the clubs that you are part of. So it completely depends upon how good you are able to manage your time, and there's no restriction that you cannot join any other club that after getting inducted into DC. um, Guys, as you can see, the description the registration link has been updated in the description, so do check it out and we, and register yourselves for the induction process. And if you have any more questions, do put them in the comment box. We are ready to answer any kind of doubts that you have regarding the club briefing, the induction process, and the workflow of the DC during after you get inducted.
Well, thank you guys. We'll wrap it up now. So thank you so much guys for joining the live session for designers consultative induction briefing. So all the induction process, like the induction process registration link is in the description as well as Insta bio. Do go over there, register yourself for induction process. Definitely you will have a very steep learning curve. You will learn a lot of things. You will even learn time management during induction process itself. So do register, and with that, we wish you all the very best and hope to see you at the inductions.
Also, the registration links will be shared through your class representatives in your official groups. Do check them out. Do register yourselves for the induction process. I'll tell you personally from my experience that joining DC has been one of the best decisions, and it will help you in all parts of your life, including time management, including working in a team, including learning about new stuffs, be it educational, be it how to be it communication. So do register yourselves, and your learning would be a great process throughout DC. Thank you very much for being a part of the live session. If you have any questions, do post them in the comment sections. Signing up.